Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Final Fantasy VIII. Let's continue this game, shall we? Let me show you, first of all, what I did do yesterday. Not yesterday. Last time I played. A few days ago. I got a bunch of cards, including Minimog off that guy. My first rare card. Now, I'll be getting another one shortly here, probably during this video. That's another rare card. That's one of the ones that I'll be using for a long time. But, yeah, I mean, I also got all these other ones that are pretty darn good. 7532, 6632, etc. Just to kind of give myself a better card base. But yeah, so once I get that other card, that'll be smooth sailing pretty much. So yeah, I figured now we'll head out to the fire cavern. I've got about half an hour before I need to leave for work. 20 minutes before I need to make sure I got everything with me, so definitely enough time to get out there and get ourselves another GF. I love the music in this game, it's great. Hey, it's Quistis. Looking much different. In her little cardigan outfit, or whatever it is. I think she might just be wearing sleeves, I don't know. The clothes are very 90s, aren't they? Oh yeah, so before I go on, I did get a comment on my last video that I definitely need to take into account. I need to slow down with the text. Because I forget that everyone hasn't played this game like 100 times, like me, and not everyone knows exactly what they're going to say. So I need to slow down and make sure I'm actually reading things, just to give y'all a chance to do it too. So I will make sure to do that. I'm not going to rename GFs, because it's just not worth it. But we do have Quetzalcoatl, who is a Aztec god, and he's our lightning bird. And then Shiva, who I think is a Hindu, sorry, goddess. And she is our ice mistress. GF gives us strength. Yeah, that's an interesting point. We do have Junction. I think she's going to try and explain, yeah, junctioning a GF here. Which we're not going to listen to her because it's not worth it. I know everything about this. But I will explain it a little bit. It all involves magic, and I don't have any yet, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. But in the meantime, I am ready to go. East of here, okay. Let's see, when I come out of here, I think it's pointed north for some reason. I always think the game's frozen when I do this, but it just takes a minute and then goes purple. Like that. Oops. So yeah, we're pointed south, so east would be this way. Ah, there it is. Uh-oh! Our first fight. Bite bugs! Oh, we're screwed. But I still remember. Of course. Yes, I remember that R1 is the trigger. Well, the viewers may not, so we'll show them. Like this. Right trigger, right as he slashes. Does a little bit of extra damage. I really don't need to be fighting these guys. In fact. Okay, so I play this game very weird. It may not be weird. I feel like most people probably that have really looked into this game probably play the game this way, who are like, wow, really? Who are min-maxers, which I'm really not, I don't consider myself a min-maxer, but in this game, sort of. But yeah, there's a way to play that I feel like a lot of people do. That's basically you don't bother leveling up your characters until you have a few certain abilities with your GFs. Now, those abilities pretty much... Are you kidding me? This is the most encounters I've ever had going from VIII Garden to the Fire Cavern. It's ridiculous. Normally I don't get any. Go away. Yeah, so I play it where basically I don't use any... I don't level up pretty much at all until I get these abilities that basically let you get extra stat bonuses every time you level up. So, I'll explain that more as I go, I guess, but for now, that's fine. Just know that I won't be leveling up much, and I won't be showing many battles, because I won't be playing many battles. Of course, any battle that I do fight, I will show. Junctioning magic. Yeah, this is what I was saying. So you get magic, and you stock magic, and the more powerful the magic is, and the different types that give your stats better. I'm not gonna go through that. Yeah, the more magic you get, you put it on different stats when you junction it, and it raises the stat. Now, some of them are better than others for different stats. So, once you find out the best combination, you can generally get your magic, and then just stockpile it up to 100 magics, and then you throw them all on one stat, like 100 earthquake, or 100, I guess it's just quake. Yeah, 100 quakes in this game on health is like ridiculous. It's not the best, but it's insane. I already know how to use my gunblade. Don't be concerned for me. Let's go indeed. But first, yeah. So you'll go in here and you'll junction your GF. So I'm gonna junction Shiva to her, which I won't normally do, but I'm actually gonna be using Shiva a bit. We'll put GF on and draw items. So GF lets you use abilities, which are the things that I just put on there actually, and they also give bonuses in and of themselves. So once I junction Jack with Quetzalcoatl and give him his abilities of magic, no, I don't need GF, draw an item, then I'll show you that. So GFs have these abilities. You can see magic GF, draw an item here. These things here in card, that's it for this one. The one with this little crown looking thing are abilities that you can actually use in battle. Now, card will, if they have low enough health, turn the enemy into a card of itself, which is actually pretty cool. But I don't use it very often unless I really need some certain type of magic. I will use it eventually because I will be like, I'll look for Quake or Ultima or something, and some card, or if I'm doing a, some card will, you can refine cards into. And I think that's also a Quetzalcoatl ability. You can refine cards into magic or tools. So if you're trying to upgrade your weapons, you can do it that way too, by getting a card and refining it into like a steel pipe. Something like that, which is pretty cool. So I'll be doing stuff like that eventually. A lot of GFs have different abilities like that. There's one that I use a lot that's Mug, that just pretty much replaces attack. But yeah, so these up arrow ones are things that let you junction magic to things. I'm immediately gonna switch him over to HP, so that way whenever whoever has him junctioned, I can junction magic to their HP stat, and they'll be more resilient. Pretty much. So yeah, that's Quetzalcoatl all the way. We're gonna do Strength for Shiva, which is why I'm gonna switch her over to Squall in a while. But for now, it doesn't really matter. If you were playing the game right, you can see these things over here where it says 580 and 620 next to Jack and Quistis' names. That's their compatibility or whatever. So, like you can see, Quetzalcoatl's better with Quistis, so it'll come out quicker if you actually use the GF. But I'm not going to use the GF. So whatever. I hope you. Hey, my dog is barking. I'm sorry. I don't know if you can hear that. Anyway, so yeah, and you can change around your magic in here. This is just a good screen. See your items. Oh good, I didn't know I had potions and Phoenix Downs and stuff already. Okay, back then, on we go. That's pretty much everything you need to know for now. Just that I'm not going to be doing much in the way of leveling, I'll tell you that much right now. These guys are garden faculty, as intimidating and weird as they look. To obtain a low-level GF. Oh, we're getting a new GF. I think I already said that. Well. Oh yeah, I'm ready. Darn right you are. Darn right you are. I like Quistis. I don't know why. I mean, I just think she's cool. Also, there's a thing you can do later on in the game where, I better explain this before I go on that tangent. I use 10 minutes because the closer you get to 0 when you're finished with the task, the better your seed rank is when you finally get the seed rank. I didn't know that until recently, but yeah. So I do 10 minutes because I don't really fight a whole lot of battles in here, I just keep running away. Fine. So yeah, I next. Sure, you're flirting and you know it. You love me. Yeah, I won't be doing a whole lot of leveling, and I will probably be cutting out battles like this shortly, but I do want to show you what I'm going to be doing here in a second. I always come in here and I immediately start just wailing on Jack. Yeah, I know, it seems weird, but you'll see why. It's another part of how you play this game in a weird way. Why does Quistis always miss when I try to hit Jack? There we go. So we're gonna bring him down into about the low 100 range of health. Because that will activate a very special move called the Limit Break. Although the move's not really called the Limit Break, it's just every character has a limit break for when they get really low on health or I guess in a desperate kind of situation. They're not attacked yet. For you need probably best Quistis. Okay, here we go. See, now he's in yellow. So once we get to the boss, I'll show you why I did that. As stupid as it seems, and then just run away. Those bats are gonna be like, what the heck did that guy just, those people just do to themselves? I will leave them alone. Fire found. I will have Jack draw that. It's a good strength stat. And moving on. Oh! I want to use a repel. Oh wait, wrong game. Whoa. Okay, now these are bombs. Quistis is gonna try and talk to me and say, oh, it's an elemental monster. Use an ice attack for these. Now, yeah, you can get a magic called Scan, which I will be getting probably off screen, as well as a bunch of other magic most of my drawing off screen because it's boring to watch me just draw over and over. But yeah. So yeah, the point of that was that I'll get Blizzard eventually, and like Ice does good damage, or way better damage to fire enemies, and Lightning does good to wind, and etc. It actually, you know, makes sense as an elemental system, which I guess it's probably always the case, but just never thought about it. Thank you for the compliment, Quistis. Let's do this. Of course, I'm ready. I'm always ready. Wave. Always confident. Darn it, I'm gonna finish this wave real quick. Just realized. Oh well. Yeah, so we will be using a Shiva AGF. Can't speak. There we go. Now this is a limit break. I have to press R1 every time that blue thing gets there. Now that did an incredible amount of damage. It was like 4 regular attacks with a trigger, and then that. So you can imagine how awesome that is later on. Normally it's easier. Oh, I can press. Darn it, I missed it. I can press circle to restart my command key. Darn it, I missed it again. I'm really bad at this. I gotta get back to the game like really good. Knowing when the break comes up. This is Shiva, one of our GS. These are the kinds of attacks they do, and one of the reasons why I used to use GS exclusively. Made the game take ages, but it's, I mean, they're so cool. Yes, we do have Shiva. So I will probably try and show off all of the GS at some point or another. Nice, 5 attacks. And another rough divide. That's rare that I get 2 of those in a row. So yeah, Jack has these little like finishing moves. Like that. Hey, thank you. Go. No problem. This is probably ended right here, actually. I almost guarantee it. I may have to use Shiva one more time. Nope, never mind. That was it. Do you see what I mean, though? Like, that's all I needed to do. Limit breaks are so powerful in this game. And the, like, junctioning magic between the two of those things, there is absolutely... Hey, see, Ifrit's card. there's absolutely no reason to ever bother leveling up until you get to a certain point. Like, you don't need to. You can get through most of the game at level 15. Probably around level 15 too, if you get enough like ultimate magics. If you get 100 of them, then you can junction into health and have 9999 health, which is, you know, the maximum you can have, and that's at level 15. I mean, that may not be true, but no, yeah, I've tried that before, and it's something like 7,000, but still. So yeah, Ifrit has the elemental junction ability, so I can, I'm not going to bother explaining this again, because, like I said before, there is a elemental system, which is pretty cool. So if I get, you know, blizzard magic, then I can junction it to my attack, and then my regular attacks will do ice damage as well. Not quite as much as, like, you know, blizzard, the actual magic attack would do. And Christus is going to be our caster, so that's going to be interesting. Bother wasting potions or anything. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to do in this video for now, or if we can leave it there. Probably get out of the fire cavern here. Bear with me. And we're back. Just pretty much ran away. You guys don't have to watch that screen every time. Oh man. More fights. It's a bomb! Get down, it's a bomb! You have to get away! Get to the chopper! Let's get out of the fire cavern, and I'll do a little bit of talking, and then we will be done. Come on. Run! Sweet, okay. No more fighting for now. Oh, here we are. Outside of the fire cavern. Does she give a little talk here? No. Okay, let's get to this side of the screen. Sort of. What's up, girl? Man, this is the following each other dynamics are pretty hilarious. Okay, so let's see. What else did I want to say about Final Fantasy VIII before I end this video? There's not a whole lot. Like I said before, if you don't like the card game, you may not want to watch my Let's Play, because I will be playing the card game a lot, and I do show it, because I think it's interesting. It's fun to watch the strategy. And another thing I don't do with the card game is I don't bother with, like, trying to keep the rules intact. I let them change, because the same plus combo, same wall, etc. All that thing, random, all of those make the game very, very intense. I hate random, actually. I will say I will probably try and keep random off the board, just because I want to be able to pick my cards. But those things do make the game that much interesting, because you can win against a whole rare card, like a whole deck of rare cards with your basic cards that I was using earlier. So yeah, we'll be showing that a lot. I will be tinkering around in the GF menu probably a lot as well, and the junction menu, all that kind of stuff. You'll be seeing me in there a lot, so hope you enjoy that. I'm also going to start doing strength on him, because he can get up to a strength plus 80% thing, and if you do this, no, right? Is it 60? I don't know, I can't remember. But if you do the 20 plus the 40 plus the 60 or the 80 or whatever it is, you get like this ridiculous... Yeah, I think it is a 60. Because, yeah, you get 120% plus on your strength. So if it's already at 100, then it's, you know, 210 or whatever. 220, wow, Greg. Yeah, I'm really bad at math. So, yeah, so that's pretty awesome that it just is that big of a boost. Even the 20% is nice to have, so... and he's going on Squall, so another thing that makes sense. Quit calling him Squall! Also, we will go ahead and change this. Just because Quetzalcoatl's more of a, she's more of a... Well, yeah, I can show you this too. Darn it, I don't have enough fire or thunder to show you, but I was hoping to see that it goes up a little bit. Let me take this off. Is that how that happened? No, I have to do the magic draw. Okay, sorry, I'm confusing myself here. But yeah, so you can kind of see what I'm going to be doing with the GFs there, and etc. I think the only thing left to do now is to go back to VIII Garden, so for now, I think that's it. I've been Jack. My dog's been here. He's been watching me the whole time. It's been kind of fun. And yeah, we've got Ifrit now, so we're ready to move on. We've got our prerequisite test done, so are you happy, Quistis? Good. Now we can move on to the field test for the seed exam, so I'm pretty excited. The music that comes up in the cinematic is just amazing. So, yeah, we'll see you soon, folks.